All right. Woohoo! After the talk, after the talk.
After the talk. Yes.
Welcome. After the talk, mental health and a second chance. It's my song. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I am your host, Vicki Yelverton.
And I'm also your host, Natasha Lewis.
And tonight we had a great conversation with two of our guests earlier at the 7 o'clock show. And we were talking about mental health and a second chance. And they shared their life journey. They shared what was a pivotal time when they, had a situation where they were incarcerated for a certain period of time, and then life after that. And so we really appreciate them being transparent and sharing their story. And tonight we had one of our guest viewers who is with us tonight. I'll let him share a little bit about himself, and we'll kind of go from there. Glenn Jr., what's up?
What's up, Vicki? What's going on? Pleasure to be on your show. I be watching you little snippets here and there. I got to make sure you're doing your thing right, okay?
So tell the people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and tell them where you're from, because we are nationwide.
Well, I'm from Zebulon, North Carolina. Okay, Raleigh, North Carolina, right outside of Zebulon, small little Raleigh Hill town, everything. Southeast Raleigh. So I'm definitely from there. A little bit about right now I'm currently living in Los Angeles, California. Sunny LA. Right
LA.
here, all here by LAX, by Inglewood and everything, by the new SoFi Stadium. So, it is what it is.
Awesome.
And also to give y'all a quick detail about myself, or a little some information. As Vicki said, I've been knowing Vicki for like 30 years now. And I had came up with a little trouble in a little past. Your boy, I did a 10-year federal bid for conspiracy in like 1991. Got 10 years, and then 5 years of supervisor lease after that. So I gave the government about 15 years. Trying to be in them streets. And after hearing, listening to the other segment there at 7 o'clock, I kind of agree with everybody what they were saying, and also learn about the second chances. And I had a great second chance. I came home, had a good supporting family, but I had a mindset that I wasn't going back to prison. So, I followed my dreams of becoming a pro martial art fighter in Muay Thai. So I'm a 4-time Muay Thai champion. Moved to California to finish my fighting career and turned pro, fought K1, and won some championships out here in LA, fought in Vegas, fought in all over here, LA, Hollywood Park, the casinos, and I was going to Switzerland because I made the United States kickboxing team, but I had child support, and they revoked my passport, so I couldn't get on the team. I didn't know passport. I didn't know passport was that powerful.
Glenn, you are so funny.
So that was child
support had you back. You couldn't get to Switzerland.
It was only $1,500, but it was hard for a start. That's a lot for a starting fighter right there. I tell you that right now. When starting off, got to work your way up. You got fights. To get to that level. So. We wasn't getting paid that money yet. But that
right.
But that right there taught me a lesson.
Pay your child support.
Yeah, definitely pay your child support.
That'll either fight real hard so that you can pay your child support. Get the check. So what got you into fighting? Did you always fight?
Well, as Vicki can will attest to, I always was the martial art junkie. When she would come today right now, when they used to come to the house, I'd have kung fu all on the video. I would kick them out the room. I'm watching kung fu. I don't care. You get out of here. So I was older than them, but my love was for martial arts. I grew up on that, kung fu theater every Sunday. I kind of adapted that mentality, thinking I was a ninja. I really thought I was a ninja. So, after I got locked up, where before I started fighting a little bit doing martial arts, but then when I got locked up, I really became obsessed with it because I wanted to change my life. And my sister used to send me magazines while I was locked up. about about certain styles of martial arts, and I thought I was Wu-Tang Clan and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I always could fight, 'cause my dad rose us up as boxers, so I always had a good fight game, and I always believed in self-discipline. I mean, self-defense and self-discipline. So after that, it's kind of funny because I used to cut pages out of the back of the magazine and hang it in my locker, my prison locker, right in my room. And it's funny, when I got out of prison, I chased now. I had a cousin that learned Muay Thai, and one of the guys that I cut out, him and his wife, my cousin knew them, and they was his coaches. So I went to Vegas to see one of them fight. I was like, yo, I like this, what I'm talking about. So I accumulated my record on the East Coast, and I went to California and became a student up under them, and was very proud, and was one of their star fighters and one of their first pros out here in Pasadena, California. Yeah,
that's what's up. So
look,
now
I got a question though. Do y'all make a lot of money fighting? Like, give me an example of when you go pro. What that?
Well, it's different with Muay Thai kickboxing because it's Muay Thai kickboxing. It's pure like Thailand style. Whole lot of Americans, unless you into that type of fighting style, whole lot of Americans don't really like it. But they know it's a very effective martial art because they see it in UFC and everything, or in in some kickboxing fights. And what Muay Thai is, it's an art of it's called an art of 8 limbs, and you use your elbows, 2 punches, your knees, and your kicks. And we fight with all of them weapons. We don't eliminate nothing like boxing and kickboxing and UFC. So, and it's straight stand up, but it's very popular in Thailand and all the Asian worlds. So, as far as the money go, it isn't that much. I mean, depending where you from, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't from LA, so the promoters, how they do? They generate on ticket sales. But I would just, really because out of my gym was big, so I can, But if I had a fan base like I was back when I was in North Carolina with my motorcycle crew and all them, your boy would have probably, made about $10,000-$20,000 fight, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get like $3,000 a fight, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I mean? So, it was kind of, you'll take that kind of money for like 20-30 minute fight, you know what I'm saying? So, but it goes up, as you progress, you can get higher, especially when you're fighting out of the country.
Can you show us like a move you do, like?
Oh yeah, well it's like you put your hand around somebody's neck, right? Then you elbow them in the face like that. Then you take the knee, and then you knee him in the head. Then you elbow him again, and then you just put him to sleep.
That sound like
what if they start bleeding?
Like how we used to fight back in the day at home. You put him right here and then hit him in the knee.
But what if they bleed? Do they start the fight if you break skin?
Well, it depends how bad you break the skin. I broke one dude's nose and left cartilage on the people, but he bleeding so bad, yeah, they'll stop the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was one of the things you enjoyed doing, and then you had to run in with the law, and then you went back to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
you said what?
I said, yeah, I went back to kickboxing. Then I was smart enough to get a backup. So in case my money was getting dry to kickboxing, I got me a CDL truck driver license.
Right. There you go. I
went to trucking school. You got to have a plan, a contingency plan. You always got to have a backup plan. So now currently I drive on fuel tanker trucks. I do the gasoline. I fill up the gasoline stations from the refinery. So it's a good paying job. I mean, highly skilled, you got to pass all kind of background checks, and your boy did it,
Yeah.
Just keeping your record clean, good recidivism, having a good positive mentality, and just keep jumping the hurdles. When they throw a hurdle in front of me, I just kept jumping them. They be like,
so what you think about tonight? I want to know real quick.
Wait. No.
Before we get ready.
No, he was in the middle of something. We gotta go there. So you say you got a job, you passed the background check. I thought you said you had how you do that?
Why you got to be in all the business?
Because I stayed so clean. It's because I stayed so clean for so many years, it fell off my record.
So fresh and so clean.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's beautiful.
My background is stopped in 2005, and I haven't had no incidents or nothing since 2017. So I think they only go back a period of 7 years, and especially when Obama made that, and and with that law, you only go back. We're not going to use nobody's background. Mine was spectacular because I never had no more run-ins, and I completely changed my mindset, and I was done with that thug life, no life. I don't want to hear it because I learned the hard way. I listened to some of the young boys. I wish they listened. I wish I didn't have that nobody to talk to me like that when I was younger, because we didn't have that, how the feds was coming down on people like that yet. I think I was like the third dude in Raleigh to go fed. Yeah. Everybody was going to state prison. We wasn't scared of that. But when the feds came to get you, it was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? They weren't playing. They was getting that.
Did they roll up in the black trucks? Did they roll up in the black trucks?
Man, they rolled up bag. They had FBI on every daggone jacket. It is over. I had them. I had them like Young Jesus said. I had them federal nightmares.
Wow, that's what's up. So when you saw tonight's show, what did you think? What's your thoughts about tonight's show?
I mean, everybody was their story was their truth, and it was a good a good way to listen to how they deal with their truth and how they overcame their obstacles, and what affected them in their life and make them turn, and what was their threshold. It was good to hear other people's ways and how they overcame, because a whole lot of times we don't get to tell everybody our story. Some people are kind of scared; they don't want to tell their story. I'm different. When I was Muay Thai, doing my Muay Thai. Everybody that interviewed me, they always wanted to hear my backstory, my incarceration, and how I came up out of that and became a champion kickboxer. You know what I'm saying? So, if my fights are on YouTube right now, I could tell somebody, I said, what I did, I left a fingerprint while I was here. You can Google my name, Glenn Megatron Spencer, and my fights will come up. You know what I mean?
Wait,
Megatron.
What middle name, Megatron?
You heard it, Megatron.
I transform in the ring. You see me smiling now? But when that bell rings, oh, come on. I do that.
You do that again. Do it again. I'm done.
My coach, if I start losing or being soft in the fight, my coach just said, transform. I was like, and I just go crazy.
That's what's up.
That's what I heard it.
Tasha, you asked.
I got it too. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
So, like, what was one of the things that you would take away from tonight's show? That that really kind of was an aha moment for you, or that kind of stuck with you as a nugget from Miss Jackie or Kenneth.
Well, I can relate with Kenneth talking about how, he didn't get in the drug game just to be flashy. He had they did it, try to get their family, trying to help his mom. And, that's a whole lot of misconception that people think, somebody getting the drug game, they just want to go to the mall. But some people just kind of force that way, because of the circumstances, like for my situation, I was being a hard head, didn't want to listen to my daddy, kick me out, you know what I'm saying? So this North Carolina, it's wintertime, it get cold in the wintertime. So I need to stay in the cold, and I couldn't sleep under no bridges, so I gotta hustle. I gotta do something, and that right there forced me to, choose, make my bad choices, but it ain't his fault, because I chose my own path. I never blame my father. I chose that, and I made my bed and I had to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? So it was all about, even though when I got caught, I still accepted the responsibility, and I didn't blame everybody. Nobody made me go do it. Even though I understood what was the dynamics of getting the black man locked up, getting us separated from my children, and everything, I didn't use it as a crutch. And I use it as motivation. I was like, well, you're not gonna get this one again, because I know about the recidivism rate. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't coming back in here to help you get them paycheck off me. My kids ain't coming. And I, like Jay-Z said, that I went through that, so you don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then how I got shot too. And that kind of stirred me around. I got shot 3 times in the back. So in a car. And I survived that. And so I really got shot and went to prison, and I still live to tell about it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I still became a champion. You know what I mean? I got 2 lovely kids, 4 kids. You know what I mean? I'm a good father. You know what I'm saying? And a husband. So, you got to look at the outcome sometimes. Even out of a bad situation, I still grew. You know what I mean? 'Cause I like with Kenneth, y'all asking what did they learn out of, what they had anything to change and stuff like that. And I was thinking about, what I went through made me kind of molded me how I am. I'm lucky to survive it because, I got stories to tell in there. I seen some stuff, like you'll see on The Wire. You know what I mean? 3 in the morning is crazy. All the fighting and everything. So, how violent guys can be and the mindset. I seen guys just straight up just start hair falling out, get bald spots in the head because they got life sentence. You know what I mean? Then you just realize you be around those kind of people that they really ain't bad people. They just made bad choices. And, I had a lot of good friends out of there that I met, came home, and they all became successful. So when I saw them come home and be successful, I'm like, I could do it too. I ain't gonna come back in here. I really hate it going in there too because there ain't no women in there. Just a whole bunch of dudes. It's terrible in there. I'm like, I'm never coming back in here. Y'all never trick me no more. This ain't fly. I don't want to ever. No.
So you think that was your rehabilitation being in there, or did you rehabilitate yourself in your mind?
Well, I say that being in there was the shock of what's really real. It broke the reality of what people say. This is the streets. This is how you're supposed to do it. You're gonna do it like this when you get locked up. And then when it happened, oh no, the hell it ain't. They ain't gonna let you out. They gonna let you out until you goddamn 90. They're gonna give you 2-digit numbers. You know what I mean? They used to call me Space Ghost because I had I was getting out in the 2000s. everybody getting out 2000, they call them Space Ghosts. Like, boy, they got them space numbers. They ain't getting out no time soon. So stay away from them boys. So that kind of shocked me. But then I rehabilitated myself. I was in with some strong brothers. I'm not gonna lie. The guys were strong-minded. Even though they was criminals, but they changed their ways too. And I started reading a whole bunch and that's when I got into reading a lot and self-empowerment, self-love. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of literature for us to read, but it wasn't nobody to talk to, so we had to talk to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Talk to each other that kind of had the same kind of mindset. But it's kind of hard to find guys that got the same mindset in a federal prison when everybody game and kill and get out and kill everybody on the body. Is crazy. But yeah, I used to read books from like Nation of Islam, like Message to a Black Man. That kind of woke me up. Like, okay, I ain't supposed to be doing this. I'm hurting my community. Eat to live. How we supposed to eat? And other things like that. It was just a whole genre of knowledge. You know what I mean? So it was well. Like I did kind of rehabilitate myself because I didn't want to come back in there no damn more.
I know that's right. You said you ain't gonna trick me no more.
No, nobody can get me to do that. I remember I was in a drug rehab at the end of my sentence, and the lady, the counselor said, "What's the value of your life? How much will you really do a crime for your life?" I like $3 billion, and she was like, "Nobody's gonna do no heist like that." I said, "I know. That's why I'm not gonna never do no heist. I don't do $3 billion no way." So I said my bar high, so I would never come back. So they do it before, so it was kind of, they were doing it just on the low, you know what I mean? But it was a different thing.
So I know you share, you have 4 kids. I know you got 2 daughters and 2 sons.
Yeah.
So what would you say? I mean, I know they know your story, your journey, but like, what would be your message to our youth, to not just your 4 kids, but to the youth in general, as far as, words of encouragement or things, right now, I think kids think it's cool. They don't understand the consequences behind a lot of things that they may get themselves tangled up in. So what would be your words of advice to them?
Oh, I would tell them never listen to the streets and the rappers and all that. That's fake. That's fake. You know what I mean? Listen to your a father figure like your aunties. You got a good auntie or a good father. They gonna steer you the right way. The streets ain't got no love. The streets is over. You know what I mean? It's gone. and that allure. And I hear the music sometimes, like Kenny would say, the drill music from Chicago, and you can hear everybody talking about I'm getting this kind of money and all that. Ain't nobody's selling dope now but the feds. The feds got the money, and they the ones selling dope, trapping y'all in and get you locked up. You know, I live in LA. You know what I mean? It's Cali cartel stuff. There's no way in the world I'm selling nothing. I sell a French fry out the drive-through window. That's what I'm selling, and I'm not selling nothing. You know, you get me in that game ever again. Talk to me into it, but the kids need to. I think that's what I would tell them, man. Don't listen to the streets and that music, because it's I think it's guiding them there so they can get sent to go to the plantation. We call prison the plantation, because you're gonna work for free. You know what I mean? I work for, I think I was getting 12 cents an hour. I get 12 cents an hour. I was washing dishes. They call me the pot and pan king, because that's what I did. I'd be a ping pong ping. I'm the pot and pan king. I'd be back to singing. I had nothing else to do. You know, it's my sanity. So plus I had to watch the Muslim dudes, because they like to spit on the bacon. I didn't want them spitting on the bacon because I like bacon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep the bacon and the eggs. You can keep them other guys away from it. So, hey, that's hey, prison is another jungle. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Out of there with smiling like me, hey, whew, I'm telling you, man, you don't want to go through it. Listen, people went through it and came home and did real things. That's why I tell the youngsters, watch the ones who came home and changed their lives for the better, who got their own trucking company or started a business or went to college when they got out. I got friends that came home and went to Central, became programmers. You know what I'm saying? Now they're making $100,000 a year.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you don't understand that, you know, even though you do make this mistake, you can come out of it if you want to. You know what I mean? And you can come out of it. But you don't want to make that mistake, because it might be too vicious for the first time. They might give you 25 years. And they got to understand it. Yeah, 25 years. I used to be locked up so long. I used to walk to the front gate every time it was Christmas and be like, okay, Lord, one more time. I won't do it no more. I swear I won't do it no more. Then I walk back to my cell.
That's what you gotta do. You had to do what you had to do to survive and make it through there, you know, that chapter in your life.
I mean, we played sports in there. Like, I was on a prison basketball team, and we really had like drafts, and the head guy of the prison, what's he called?
The warden.
The warden used to come watch our games. That's how entertaining it was, you know. But we had to do something to get that energy out and wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be so violent. And I understand, you know what I mean? But then when I was locked up, I didn't know I had so many skills. Like, I didn't know I played basketball, but I didn't know I was that daggone good. I could have went to the pro.
Well, that's the key. You got options.
Yeah, it's funny how you find things about yourself. Like I could also good at art. I was drawing portraits and stuff. I'm like, damn, Picasso over here. Look at this boy. He ain't never been to school or nothing on this thing. So it's all about how you look at and prepare yourself. And it's good things like y'all doing a good job about it, you know, bringing it to the forefront, talking to people about it. You know, that's very helpful. And more people like our guest tonight and all of us, we need to speak out more about it, tell our truths. Don't be afraid I don't care how nobody look at me, but I tell them this quick, you know, I like to see you walk them shoes and come up out of there like me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's know, it's all about how you take it.
Wow! Look at that. Hey, Lorenzo.
Don't get him talking. Keep running.
Oh.
He talk like you.
He talk like me. I gotta watch what I say around him. Well, he'll copy everything I say.
He a recorder. Oh, this is cute. They are so cute.
Yes.
Well, Glenn, I know you got a long day. You had a long day today, because I know you in California. So you 3 hours. You on that Pacific time. Yes. But we appreciate you joining in tonight. And I know with Amber and the boys, I know they're ready to jump in your lap and talk to you and stuff, see how your day was. But we wanted to bring you on and just kind of recap on how our discussion went tonight. And I wanted you to get a chance to kind of share your story, share your journey, and definitely as you are a role model in the community. You, like you said, you rehabbed yourself. You know what I'm saying? And part of that was you said ain't going back. So, you put your mind to it and you did it.
It wasn't me. I was like, oh, I was stupid first time, but not the second time. Yeah. Going back the second, third time, that's a choice. First time that's what the counselors used to say too. They're like, it's all right. We all made first time ignorant choices. We didn't know. We didn't know this. But you come back 2-3 times, you constantly want to come back. I'm like, oh no. Yeah. There's too many dudes in here. Can't do it. I'm tired of the TV room. I'm tired of the TV getting locked in the TV room. I'm tired of it. And the food is awful. The food is awful, guys. I'm telling y'all. They feed us desert.
So there you have it. There you have it. Glenn Spencer Jr. sharing that you do not want to go, young boys and girls, that you want to just kind of keep your eye on the prize, stay in school, listen to your parents, listen to your adult role models, listen to your teachers when applicable, and and wrap yourselves around some good friends. That's your social circle need to be good.
You can go from pots to pans to Megatron.
That's good. That's right. You go from pots to pans to kickboxing, and your hands up like this.
Your hands up. That's what I'm talking about.
If I want to check my fights out, anything, it's on YouTube. You put in my name, Glenn, Megatron Spencer, and the reality is there. You get to see in the true living flesh that you can change, man. You can change. You gotta want
change.
And right. You ain't losing on that YouTube, is you winning, right?
Well, one of them I got whooped. Now I can't be showing all the ones that I win. That ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? But one I did get. I had to fight this white dude from France. He was built like the baby Incredible Hulk. He was hard. I hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. Boy, that dude could not stop coming. Boy, he made me go back to the gym and do some more push-ups.
Well, at least you honest, too. At least you honest. Keep it real. You Google them, you're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what's up.
Hey, you gonna see some L, but I got more W's and I got more L's.
I know that, and that's what counts. And that's what counts.
That's right.
Well, good talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me and appreciate it. And more success to y'all guys' show and keep it up, man. Black Enterprise, Black. You know how we do it. Blackity, blackity, black.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Glenn, and to our viewing audience, thank y'all for your support. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight to hear After the Talk, Mental Health and a Second Chance. We have our upcoming show. I guess it'll be in May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we've got something special that we're working on in collaboration with someone else. So tune in, that will be to be announced, and we'll be sending out the flyer about that event coming up in May. But otherwise, thank you all again for tuning in tonight. Everybody stay safe and stay well and be blessed. Natasha?
Have a great night, guys. And remember, like, tag, share, send it to somebody, because you never know that person is contemplating something, and then they watch this video that the person that's speaking that has a real life experience may just touch their heart and bless them. Just understand, guys, we're all impacted in some way by mental health, but it's all about being there for each other and having a positive level of supports that can sometimes deter us from making certain choices. So again, thank you, Glenn. Thank you to Mr. Kenneth and also Miss Jackie. This is an awesome evening, and we can't wait until next time. But until then, you all be blessed, and Mr. Glenn, keep driving that gas truck, but be safe, because it's gonna get hot, and we.
Bye, Glenn. Bye, Glenn.
Thank y'all. Have a good night,
everyone.
I'm gonna keep America moving.